Hello everyone. I hope you all had a Merry Christmas and Happy Holiday in 2023, and I hope you're having a Happy New Year in 2024. In this video I will show all the train-related items I got for Christmas of 2023. And stay tuned, because at the end of the video I will show the HO scale diesel locomotive that I got for Christmas of 2023. So please don't fast forward or skip ahead in this video. We'll see everything together, and then at the end we'll see that HO scale diesel locomotive. So, with that said, this is the first item that I got for Christmas of 2023, which is this mug featuring steam locomotives, mostly from Europe. And there's one American steam locomotive, locomotives from the United Kingdom, France, Germany, Norway, and the United States. With some very iconic ones here, like the London Northeastern Railway Mallard, and the British Railways Evening Star, and the Western Atlantic General. This is a ceramic mug, so it's not machine washable or microwavable, but the artwork on it is fantastic. So, I'll move on to the next item that I got for Christmas of 2023. We'll take a look at that, which is this Hallmark ornament set. This is the Pennsylvania Railroad K4 number 1361, as well as a Pennsylvania Railroad N5C caboose. We'll take a look at each one individually here. We'll start with the locomotive. This is of 1361 in its post-war look. The post-war look on the Pennsylvania Railroad steam locomotives was where the headlight, seen right here, is mounted on the smoke box, and the dynamo is mounted on a plate that connects to the front of the smoke box, as well as this running board that's attached to the smoke box, and the steel cast cow catcher on the front. That's the typical look of the Pennsylvania Railroad post-war style. Came out really well, although the side rods don't animate, they're just molded into the body. I would have preferred that they were separately applied. And the cab also came out nicely. It might be hard to see on the camera here, but the cab did come out nicely. It is detailed, although the firebox door is wrong. It has a Doncaster firebox door on the inside of the cab, when K4 steam locomotives on the Pennsylvania Railroad had butterfly firebox doors. Other than that, it's a very nice looking locomotive, and the real Pennsylvania Railroad K4 number 1361 survives, and it's being restored to operational condition at this time and is expected to run again in the near future. Here's the locomotive, and here's the tender. Tender also came out very nicely. Even down to having the water scoop there, which is what the K4s had. They would pick up water on the fly from water troughs. And this is the caboose, which is an N5C class. The N5C class was unique to the Pennsylvania Railroad, where they had the porthole windows on the sides. Penn Central and Conrail also had these, which were the successor railroads after the Pennsylvania Railroad. And the caboose came out very well as well. And yeah. So that's all three of them together. The K4 steam locomotive and the N5C caboose, all in the Pennsylvania Railroad livery. And so now we'll look at the next train-related item that I got for Christmas of 2023, which is this train lover's sign. It's a humorous sign. It's not meant to be taken seriously, of course. Or is it? Well, if you have this sign, you can decide for yourself. But it has a photo of the Hogwarts Express set from Lionel, which is based on the locomotive and train set from the movie. And the locomotive that was used for the production of that movie was a Great Western Hall-class steam locomotive, and it was pulling some British Railways Mach 1 carriages. It's all seen here in this picture as well. Now, something that is an error on this sign is that this is actually a mirrored image of the train, where the number and lettering are backwards. Other than that, it's a pretty humorous sign, though. Now we'll move on to the next train-related item that I got for Christmas of 2023, which is this DVD by Heron Rail Video called Prairie Rails, America's Granger Railroads. This was made by the late rail fan and railroad historian Bill Warwick, and it talks about the history of the railroads that served the agricultural Midwest. So it was essentially the railroads that served from Chicago westward, and it goes into great detail about that. There's lots of great pre-Amtrak era footage, color footage, black and white footage. There's a good mixture of that with sound as well, and there's also some stock footage that the railroads featured here put out as well. And this was originally made in 1997. There is a little bit of footage from the 1990s that's also featured here of some of these railroads when they were still around in the 1990s, for the few that were left at that time. So this is the front, and here's the back. And a great variety of trains are shown here from a great variety of railroads too. The featured railroads on this DVD are all listed here. You can pause the video and get a closer look at that. So I want to mention that I'm making this video over the course of multiple days, I admit, based on my scheduling. So the backdrop is going to change for this next bit. But I will show you what else I got for Christmas of 2023 that was train related. We'll take a look at that right now, and with a new backdrop. So for this part of the video, I'm actually recording the footage from a different location. And the item that we're looking at here is a watch, and it has a photo of the Eureka and Palisade 440 American type steam locomotive number 4 Eureka. And this steam locomotive was actually featured in several movies in the 20th century. Today it is now owned by an attorney from Vegas named Dan Markoff, and from time to time he has this locomotive go out to narrow gauge railroads across the western United States. We'll get a closer look at it right here. The watch does work. I just disabled it for this video so we can see the picture of the locomotive better. And it came out really nice. It's a really nice looking watch. So now we will go to the model train section of this year's post-Christmas update video, and we'll take a look at that right now. Okay, so here we are in the model train section of this year's post-Christmas update video, and the first item that we're looking at here is this bottle of smoke fluid by Mega Steam. This is non-scented, and it works really well. It can be used in any kind of smoke unit, regardless of size. And it also has a picture of Canadian Pacific type steam locomotive number 2317 on it. So we'll get that out of the way, and we'll move on to the next thing, which is this passenger car. It's the Union Pacific Texas Eagle. This is part of Union Pacific's heritage fleet these days. This is a Walthers piece, and it actually has a detailed interior and a lit interior, which is very nice. There are no figures included, but the fact that it has the lit interior and the detailed interior really does help out a lot, and it also has the factory installed grab irons too. So now that we've seen that, we'll move on to the diesel locomotive that I got for Christmas of 2023. We'll take a look at that right now. And here it is. This is the CSX Spirit of Law Enforcement unit. This is an MTH-HO locomotive. And this is a General Electric ES44 AC diesel locomotive. MTH really went to town on the detail with this, and the attention to detail as well, including the flag that's shown in the windows there with the blue stripe. And the trucks are also the right type of trucks for this locomotive. And the ditch lights, too, they are red and blue. And this locomotive did have red and blue ditch lights at one time, but they have since been turned over to white or amber. And this was one of the last HO scale locomotives that MTH made, and it came out very well. The paint scheme is excellent, and they got all the little details down. And even the freight yard sound sequence is different. Has the same sound set otherwise compared to the Norfolk Southern version, but still at least the freight yard sequence is different. Also, the headlight is in the correct place, and there's also a window on the cab door, which also is true on the real locomotive. So it's a very nice model, and we'll get it going right now. So this concludes this year's post-Christmas update video. Thank you very much for watching. Special thanks to my current Patreon supporters. Your names are listed here. And stay tuned, because for the next 12 months or so, I have some exciting videos planned that I'll be uploading here on my channel. And before I go, I will show the freight yard sound sequence of this locomotive. So we'll take a look at that right now. And thank you very much for watching this video, and take care. Bye.
it to you. Was stopped in emergency. Conductor's now 50 plus cars back. Hadn't yet found any defect. I don't know if you mind rendering assistance if it's necessary. Impossible there. Yes, I'm actually down at Alliston, so if he's needing assistance, I can slip around there, sir. Okay, thanks. I'll talk to him, see what's up. Okay, Southern Water Center. 9682, sir. Broken down, conductor's blocking the train. Thank you for ready to go left one. My 112 still looking for the defect, I guess, or was 10 minutes ago. And the next guy behind him's also been stopped. Yeah, any update? Hello, Rob. Can you hear this radio, Rob? I'm moving. On the move, 7 guys. Down to 2. One more. Half a car. 20 feet. 20 feet. 20 feet. That's 20 feet. Keep them coming. Easy. And that'll do stop. Stretch the joint. Oh, there was only half a knuckle in it, and the knuckle itself had a big rust mark through it. Over. Okay, so, alright, what, did you head back with a knuckle, or you just they happen to have them on those cars? No, negative. I stole it off the tail end of the last car. Oh, okay. Lucky it was the same one. Okay, so the old knuckle, and it's been replaced, thanks.